You know, I own a 2012 Honda CBR 1000 RR super bike, and also own this 2017 Aprilia Tuono V4 1100 factory super naked. Some people call it a street fighter. But you know what, guys? I like to keep it real in my videos. 100% real, man. I don't hold back. I don't care if I own the bike. I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm going to tell you the pros, the cons. I'm going to keep it real here, and I'm going to tell you the truth about super naked motorcycles.
Let's go for a ride. You are watching CycleCruza's all-in-one motorcycle channel. Subscribe today.
Continue to leave video suggestions, but you may find what you're looking for by visiting my website at CycleCruza.com and click on the menu tab My Videos. And those are a bunch of playlists with all of my videos categorized in them to make it easier for you to navigate through.
I will be honest with you guys, this is an amazing bike. You know, I've told you in many videos, the V4 on this bike is absolutely fantastic.
Hyper boost on!
I need to add an aftermarket exhaust to get some sounds on this bike, because it's almost scooter-like compared to my CBR 1000 RR. Right now I got to attach my tether to my airbag vest, which I highly recommend you getting to help keep you safe out here on the streets. I have a link to this vest and all my other gear, including my carbon fiber helmet with mirror shield, super lightweight helmet. I'll include those links in the description and comment section of this video. But I'll be honest with you guys that I say these super nakeds are a bit overrated. They're awesome, don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on the bike. But to be honest with you, I jump on my CBR 1000 RR and I don't miss this bike. You know what I'm saying? But when I jump on this bike, I miss my CBR 1000 RR because of the sound, obviously. But a lot of people get these bikes because they are supposedly a bit more comfortable than the super sports and the super bikes. But to be honest with you guys, they're really not all that much more comfortable, at least this particular bike. And I have to keep it real with you guys. It is more comfortable because the bars sit up higher, and so it takes the weight off of your wrists. But to be honest with you, I actually like riding in a stretched out position on my super bike. It's fun, riding out here. And then when I want to get comfortable on my super bike, I just take one hand off, which some of you guys think that's dangerous to do. But for those of you that ride a motorcycle, you understand it's not that big of a deal. A lot of noobs are the ones that are saying, oh, it's so dangerous taking one hand off. But I still end up taking one hand off with this bike, as you can see here. To put me in a completely upright seating position like on my CBR. Hey, we got a little corner action here. Woo! Oh, this bike is really cool. I love this bike though. What makes this bike better than the super bikes is it's tuned for the street, so it has that a bit more get up and go power. Let's feel the power of this V4 though. Oh yes, hallelujah. But once you get going, most of the super bikes these days have strong mid-range. Just as strong as the Street Fighter or super naked bikes. So really you're not even gaining comfort in the pegs, by the way, only in the bars, because these pegs on this bike and most of the other super nakeds that I've sat on, they have higher pegs like this that are back. This is probably a bit more extreme than some of them. This is pretty much the same setup of these pegs as my CBR 1000 RR. So, which doesn't bother me, but it may bother some of you guys. But like I said, for me personally, I don't really gain all that much more comfort, for me to get one of these bikes. And for those of you guys that ride both track and street, obviously the super bike and super sports are going to have the advantage at the track, being in the more race oriented position, as where this obviously is set up mostly for the street. But a lot of people that take these to the track, they enjoy themselves just as well, but some of them put bars on this, you know, lower the bars for track use. Woo, boy, this guy's yeah, I tell you. And a lot of people, you know, they say that these super nakeds and our naked bikes that lack fairings, they say that these that you get a lot of wind blasts and it tires you out. I'm still trying to figure out why you guys are saying that. Oh shit! Man, this thing's got some power, boy. See, wind doesn't bother me out here, guys. No problem out here on the highway on my super naked motorcycle, no problem. Wind does not bother me, and today's a windy day. I don't know what you guys must be drinking, some, I don't know, got a little bit of estrogen in your water where you live or something, man. I don't turning you kind of soft and a pansy that, ooh, the wind is, it's so tiring me out. Dude, I ride on my YZ450FX blasting around here in a completely upright seating position with no fairing on the front, nothing. I mean, this super naked actually has a front shield here to deflect some air. I don't have any issue with wind on this bike at all. It's no different to me than riding my CBR 1000RR. I can't speak for the other bikes out there, but I do ride, like I said, my YZ450FX, and also I ride my my WR250R, completely upright seating position with no shield to block any wind, and it's not a big deal. Honestly, this bike is really like a super bike with higher bars. That's about it, and it's tuned for the street with more bottom end power, what you want. You know, you want to have that power a little bit down low, that more get up and go power. But this thing heats up like my CBR 1000RR doesn't heat up, believe it or not. I don't have any heat issues with that, which is rare for a super bike or super sport. You know, my 600RR that I had, that thing heated up, boy. Hear that V4, baby? Yeah. All right, man. I'll be honest with you guys. If Japan made a clone of the Ducati X Diablo that I used to own, which I'm sorry I got rid of that bike, I would sell this bike tomorrow and buy that bike, the X Diablo knockoff, if they made one. I hope Japan, if you're listening, please copy the X Diablo, make something similar to it. Because that is an absolutely amazing bike with a ton of power down low. Oh baby! Oh man! Oh, that's what I'm talking about, guys. Super comfortable bike, and absolutely an amazing bike, man. And this is an amazing bike too, don't get me wrong, but it's just something about that X Diablo, just, oh man, super. It's more comfortable, and just the power is there like a super bike, but down. But I mean, you don't, obviously it doesn't have the top end like this bike has, but you don't need top end. Top end is what's gonna get your tickets out here. You can't catch me, coppers!
Engaged suspect vehicle in pursuit confirmed. Pursuit engaged. All units be advised, we have a pursuit in progress.
How you doing? Pretty good. I wasn't speeding. I was going to the speed limit.
I don't think so. I seen you pulling out of our maintenance drive there. You're practically dragging knees coming around in screws.
Yeah, I was going slow though. I don't need no more top end, man. But I'll tell you guys that honestly, like I said, if you're doing track, yeah, and street, in my opinion, I think you're better off just sticking with the super bike, man, our super sport, to be honest with you. Like I said, everybody's different though. I know some people have back problems, but people that have back problems are probably not gonna be all that comfortable with this setup, because this is a more, like I said, a sporty, I mean, you're lean forward a bit with this, you know. But I hear the KTM 1290 Super Duke R, I hear that kind of sits up more upright. That's why some people complain in the wind blast, I guess. But I don't know. Like I said, they got estrogen in their water. I think Super Nakeds are cool. Don't get me wrong. Street Fighters, fantastic bikes. But to be honest with you, if I didn't have this channel, I'd probably just be on my CBR 1000 RR and my YZ 450FX and maybe WR 250R. I wouldn't have got this bike. I actually really just got this bike for the channel to try out a Street Fighter slash Super Naked, because I never owned one. I just want to see how much more comfortable they are, you know, how much more bottom end power you're getting. But honestly, it's not that big of a difference to me. But anyways, I'm just sharing my experience, keeping it real. Everybody's different. Obviously, your opinions can vary from mine. I'm just sharing my experience on my channel. I appreciate all you guys. I want you guys all to stay safe out there. Make sure you're wearing that gear. For those of you guys who want to get this airbag vest, this ultralight carbon fiber helmet with mirror shield and other gear that I have, I always include links in the description and comment section of my videos, or go to my website at CycleCruza.com and click on the menu tab My Gear, and that's links to all my stuff.
Thumbs up, check out my playlist for new riders and popular videos. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto, where I customize a van for my motorcycle so I can live in my van with my motorcycle and travel across the country anywhere. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bug Out Moto.